Hey everybody, Alex from Bits and Pieces here. Welcome back. As you can see, I have the World Series logos from 2000 until 2023, the most recent World Series. Now, for those of you that do forget, I will bring you up to date on the matchups, but I'm not ranking the matchups. I'm ranking what I think of the logos. All right? So, here we go. The tiers are as follows. Legendary, which is okay, just look at how good the logo is. Amazing, I think I could have done a little bit better, but that's a that's a cool logo. Meh, which is you at least did it, and fucking terrible, as in why the fuck were you allowed to design a logo? So let's get started. World Series 2000, Subway Series. I was gonna say Freeway Series, but the Dodgers and Angels didn't even qualify that year. You know, the Freeway Series. Well, no, I keep saying it again. Freeway Series, keeping that shit in, honestly. But the just looking it up here. Uh, yeah, the Subway Series between the Mets and the Yankees turned out to be the last title the Yankees won for quite a while. But the logo looks good, as is the '01 World Series, along with the matchup in the Diamondbacks and Yankees, and the '02 matchup between the Angels and Giants. But this logo looks good. Going back to the 2000 World Series, the Angels and Dodgers didn't even meet. The Dodgers were 86 and 76. The Angels were 82 and 80. The '03 World Series was pitted between the Yankees and the Marlins, but it also celebrated the 100th anniversary of the 1903 World Series, the inaugural World Series, between, I believe, the Boston Americans and the, I'm going to look it up, 1903 World Series, between the Boston Americans and the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Americans won in 8 games because it was a best of 9 series. Of course, the '04 World Series was played, and it has an amazing logo, and that was matched. Of course, century prior, there was no World Series because according to this, John T. Brush had an intense rivalry with the American, or actually, John McGraw had personal animosity with American League president Van Johnson, who, of course, if you want more into that rivalry, look into watching baseball, the series by Ken Burns, which is a great series. But of course, the World Series from 2004 saw the Red Sox finish the miracle run against the Cardinals. The '05 World Series, I'm gonna put it in meh because it was actually the White Sox and the Astros. Although White Sox probably should have played more games. Fuck you, Brzezinski. And so, oh, the '05 World Series, because it just looks like something simple. The '06 World Series goes back to amazing because it incorporates the globe, even though many people thought the matchup that year was mid between the Cardinals and Tigers. Although you can't deny the fact that the fucking Tigers made it to the World Series in the most impressive way possible. Yes, they swept the A's, but if you've seen that clip of Maglio Ordonez smacking that home run off of Houston Street and Tom Brenneman going, "In the air to left, the Tigers march to the World Series." By the way, Brenneman should be given another chance. Too many people are fucking soft. Then we get back to the '07 World Series, where, in the case of minimalism, does work in one instance. It's because it just looks blocky, but I like it. Not because of the matchup, Red Sox Rockies, but it just looks good. Then the '08 World Series had to incorporate leaves somehow. The '08 World Series, Phillies and Rays, looks pretty cool. I like the colors. '09 World Series also looks good. Kind of looks like a little bit more neon, a little more tint or something to kind of make it pop, but I like it. Then the 2010 World Series, meh. Giants and Rangers, and in all honesty, it kind of looks okay, but I think the gold could have been a little bit ramped up, and it probably would have been amazing. unlike the 2011 World Series, it kind of looks, yeah, in all honesty, the 2011 World Series, which pitted the Rangers and the Cardinals, looks fucking ugly. The 2012 World Series, it looks, I'm going to put it in meh. Okay, it's in between meh and amazing. Even though it pitted the Tigers and the Giants, logo looks so basic. I would put it in fucking terrible, but at least there's an effort. Then we go to legendary 2013 World Series between the Red Sox and the Cardinals, a rematch of 04, but the pennants that were used, chef's kiss. Then we got absolutely fucking terrible. The 2014 World Series. Not the matchup between the Giants and Royals. The World Series logo looks like fucking 13-year-old was told, here's $50,000, do whatever you want. And you do that. And then we go to amazing, where the 2015 World Series just returned to awesomeness. And, of course, that was the Royals and Mets. 2016, I'm going to give it a meh. Despite the fact that the Cubs played the Indians that year, and the Cubs did win, thank God, the World Series logo that year was just, could have wanted more out of it. 2017 goes to legendary. Of course, Dodgers played the Astros, and despite what happened on the field, the logo itself just looked good, and I'm obviously looking for a 2017 World Series Dodger cap. If I ever find it in my size, which is 7 and 7/8, 7 and 7/8, or 7 and 7/8, I will be happy to keep it. 2018 goes back to amazing because it uses flags again, same logos, pretty good. Same for 2019. Back-to-back years of amazing. In fact, back-to-back years of amazing World Series logos, 2018 between the Red Sox and Dodgers. 2019 World Series between the Nationals and Astros. I thought that the logo was really well done, and the colors were pretty much incorporative of both leagues and all the teams. I liked it. And a little note for the 2000 MLB season. Former former player Adrian Gonzalez, better known as Agon, was picked by the Marlins, top draft. Well, fortunately, he came to prominence with the Padres, but he did play with the Rangers. And of course, he played in I believe the 2000 Futures game. All right, then we go to the 2020 World Series, the Mickey Mouse World Series in many people's eyes, although I think they're just jealous Padres and Giants fans. The Dodgers and the Rays, which also featured the worst fucking decision in history when Kevin Cash pulled was it Blake Snell after 6 2/3 innings or something like that, just because. All right, 2021 goes back to meh, and then because obviously, even though it was Braves Astros, the World Series logo that year just looked kind of terrible, even despite everything. And then we go to two um who back to back, like, amazing logos. One legendary, one amazing. So the 2022 World Series was pitted the Astros and Phillies. You have the flags. Everyone's like, all right, this is cool. And it actually looked good for once. And then the 2023 World Series, I personally liked it because it just brought back the Commissioner's Trophy, which was the first time it was featured in the World Series logo since 2005 or 2017. Which means, and in the past 24 years, the Commissioner's Trophy has only been featured in the World Series logo for 3 times. All right? That's crazy. Well, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you later.